Now, I've been telling you guys we're going to be having some big names in studio. And guess what? Wamefika. So, situsikie sauti zao wao wenyewe. Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure to be here.
Mm.
Thank you for inviting us. I'm sorry we're late,
Mm.
but better late than never, isn't it?
Walai tena.
Yeah.
So, wewe ni nani unafanya nini?
Asante. Mimi ni Moses Ondicho, president of a company called Truly Kenya Limited, and a patriot at heart.
Wow.
Kenya Mzalendo.
Mkenya mzalendo.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Hi, how are you doing?
Very well, Dorcas. Thank you very much for having us here. And very sorry that we are running late. It started off in the morning when my flight delayed out of Nairobi. But it's very lovely to be here.
Wow. Every single time I hear someone talking about a flight, I just remember this TikTok video of, I think ni Pastor Award, anasema, you're going by road, tutapatana huko. You know, so we are in the heart of Pwani Innovation Week. So I think Pwani Innovation Week ndio imewaleta, otherwise hatujawahi waona hapa kwenye studio.
Right.
So I want to know, why Pwani Innovation Week? Why are you at Pwani Innovation Week?
Well, thank you. That's a good question. And just to clarify, nimekuwa hapa mara mingi sana.
Wacha.
Sana, lakini chini ya maji.
Hey.
But this time around, Mentor, insisted that I must occupy a more visible role. And that's why my chairman flew down today. But back to your point, Pwani Innovation Week, awesome event, 6th edition. We're very happy this time to be official partners as Truly Kenya Limited. We've been having, an engagement with Swahilipot for the past 1 year, building, different solutions for the youth, understanding very well that Swahilipot is a great incubation hub and is transforming a lot of youth's lives within the coastal region. This time specifically, our focus has been Helexia, which is our healthcare platform, and Truly Kenya Digital, which is a solution for the sports and creative economy in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Unajua shida yetu hapa inakwanga, I think, kizungu mingi. Unajua kishasikia kizungu mingi unaona project ni kubwa, you can't be part of it. So Alex, to you, why are you at Pwani Innovation Week?
Thank you very much, and I must say I'm extremely excited. I didn't know my friend, Chief Mentor, has done such a phenomenal job. So I was very positively excited by what he's doing. The Pwani Innovation Week because of its theme, which is sustainability, and which is engaging the youth. Earlier on in the plenary session, I talked about one of the emerging issues in the globe as being, amongst other things, the youth bulge. That is the number of youth now going to about 70% of the world population is youth. And if not harnessed, if the energy of the youth is not harnessed properly, we are going to be in trouble. And we saw it in Kenya. We've seen it in Nepal very recently, Madagascar, currently ongoing in Tanzania, in Ivory Coast, in Cameroon. So it's a concern that we need to engage youth constructively. Otherwise, we will not have a peaceful globe. So I was very excited that Mohamud, the mentor, wants to harness the agility, the energy of the youth. And that's why I took early morning flight from Nairobi to come and witness what he's doing, and I'm very, very shocked, and I thank God for him. He has 25,000 youth enrolled in this program, and Pwani is just a subset of our country, and if everybody emulates this model, because he's building a prototype, we are going to have a very, very, very prosperous nation. Thank you very much.
Wow. So I think nyinyi wenyewe mmesikia vijana, our energy is not being harnessed. So nataka tukizima tu hii microphone, najua one of you wants to ask, wewe una feel energy yako ilikuwa harnessed when you were younger? Yeah, so just drop that question at 0700-917-907. Remember to also call us at 0732-917-907. Tena, Tana River, Mombasa, Kwale, Kilifi na Malindi. It's 91.7, Lamu 91.9, and Taita Taveta 91.5. This is Swahilipot Cafe with the one and only Dorky Sierra. Now, I just want to know, before you went into aviation and tech, what was your dream? I think kila mtu anasemanga, I want to be a pilot. Hey, I want to be a cardiologist. So I want to know, what did you actually want to become?
Up initially, I'd always wanted to interact with the cream of society. If I take you back after, you remember back in the days, closer to your exam, Form 4 exam, you'd write the list of people you want to meet. And I wrote a list of people I met on later on in life. So, and to figure out how to meet these people, I thought I had to work in an airport or a golf course. It doesn't matter what I was going to do, to whatever role. So I wrote down the names of back in the days that we're talking about, 1993, 94, Gideon Moy, George Saitoti, the late Maisel, rest in peace, Joshua Kulei, many people. And true to form, I worked for Kenya Airways after I went to Kenya Utalii College. And I went on to meet Gideon Moy, who went on to become my mentor.
Wow.
Yeah, and I play golf a lot, so the things, you attract what you want to be, because I'd always dreamt of meeting this creme de la creme, because I knew those are people who are going to shape my destiny. I'd always wanted to be a businessman, but I took a long route going to Utalii College. Later, then I got employed in Kenya as I realized that I was not going very far. Then I had to go to back school.
You realize you're not going very far while working at Kenya Airways.
Yeah, because I used to work as
who am I? What am I doing here?
I used to work as a check-in agent, and amongst my tasks was to check, do what call human profiling. So you had to check, because everybody's else profession is listed in the passport. So as you assign seats, you check, this is a lawyer, this is a businessman, and they're all my age mates. So I was wondering, I'll not be confined to assigning seats.
Wait, they do that? So this is where I sit with people who are not interesting, man. This is where it starts. Now, let's get into this. Why do you do that?
Yeah, just to profile, and you get to know somebody. The only way to achieve personalized service is to address somebody by what they do. Dr. Dorcas, if you're a medical doctor, and you will feel good. You then strike rapport. So after I realized that my age mates are doing very well, so I figured out I had to go to school and learn the first principles of commerce. So I did a BCom finance. Later on, I went to Strathmore Business School. I did my master's in public policy. And in between, I got to work for the then President Uhuru Kenyatta appointed me a director at Rural Electrification Authority, whose mandate was to accelerate electrification in rural Kenya, amongst many other mandates. So later on, I went to do law, which I have not cleared because I got distracted. Yeah, but that is it.
Oh my goodness, I don't even think law is necessary. Your portfolio is defending itself, Manze. So back to you. So right. I think the main problem that a lot of young people wako nayo ni kukua invited into these corporate spaces and big spaces. I'm even looking at Pwani Innovation Week. The ticket is not cheap. And a lot of the time we show up to network, to get to know places enye wako willing kupatiana kazi, So I want to know, wewe sahi you are the president of a company that is growing. It's going to be the next big thing. So how did you start getting invited into these big spaces for you to grow to where you are? And what was your actual defining moment ndo ufike kwenye uko? Because we all have those defining moments.
Well, that's a very good question. I'll take a step back to what Alex said, my chairman. You'll notice that he mentioned that when he was dreaming up what his life would be, he wrote down, his goals to meet the cream de la cream of society, so on and so forth. A lot of time as youth, we do a lot in terms of channeling the right energy. We just don't know that we are. So when I was younger, one of the things that I did was I was a rapper.
Really?
Yeah, really early on.
So to drop your verse hapa.
I wish
baby.
skills imerust kidogo.
Wacha.
Yeah, but I was a rapper, wanted to be a footballer. Now, what rapping taught me is the ability to speak positivity, right? And there's spiritual concepts captured as well, whether in the Bible or the Quran, kuchunga ulimi, right? I'd like to maybe just, for those listening in, and this is something you could do with your listeners, is to Google the dictionary definition of the word future.
Future.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The dictionary definition of the word future. Once you do that, you'll realize that the definition is the moment immediately following speaking or writing. Okay. So a lot of us talk negative things, but we rarely realize the impact that has much further in life. Right. So I always spoke about success, about prosperity, and what I desired to do when the time came. So to your question, how did I find myself in this space? Internally, I was resolute. Nilijuamini ule mse. So now I needed the world to catch up. Now, because of my conviction, what happened was God started to bring me people that were like-minded. One of them being Alex, who has been a great mentor over the past few years. But I've also had a few other mentors in during my come-up. Right?
So in short, unatuambia itajipa someday.
Itajipa, but it wants for you to be resolute. Alafu beyond being resolute, network. Don't keep an idea in your head. Speak about it, because you might just be surprised that the person next to you or a few people that are very close to you through proximity, can hold your hand, and all of a sudden it becomes less burdening. Shida yetu tunataka kujiekea vitu. Unajua, we're insecure.
Gatekeeping.
We gatekeep, and we're also very insecure. We doubt ourselves. It's important to have conversations, seek mentorship, throw your ideas out there. Hata kama itachapa igonge ukuta ni sawa, but you learn from it.
Walai tena.
Right? Yeah.
Now, I think a lot of the time nasikianga vijana wakisema Nairobi ni shamba la mawe. Mombasa, you come with dreams in a drown too. And I totally understand where they're coming from, because I am looking at the class yenye nilisoma nayo. When we joined campus, we were a group of like 80-something kids. When we were graduating, we were like 30-something. Wenye tumepata job, tuko wawili peke yake. Wengine bado wana hunt, wengine wanafanya kazi za shops, and it is so discouraging for you to go to a class. By the way, universities cost an arm and a leg. And also looking at the system yenye tuko nayo sahi, nobody wants to go to a public university. Kama sahi bado watu wako mgomo, utasoma sangapi, utagraduate sangapi. Like, I have so many people who've gone to University of Nairobi, ameenda kusoma course ya 4 years, it's the 8th year mpaka sahi hajawai graduate juu ya migomo, kukosa school fees in between. So I just want to know, what opportunities as people wenye mshafika hapa are you actually offering the youth? Because I think among things zenye huwa tuna focus on and we talk about is nikishapata hizi opportunities, I will give back to the youth, I will encourage. So what opportunities are you actually bringing to Pani Innovation Week, Alex?
Thank you very much. I want to answer that twofold. Out of your class, only 2 of you have gotten employed.
Yes.
I'm a strong believer in God. So a lot of this also has to be divine. And partly resilience and grit. Yeah, because people think, because we live in a very competitive world, and you think once you graduate, you will automatically get placed.
Goodness, yes.
But that was then. When in the whole village, maybe back in the days, we only had 1 graduate. Today, we have
everybody has
very,
papers.
very, very few opportunities. So it is partly God, partly your resilience, and the grit, that inaitwa nini kwa Kiswahili, kujituma. Yeah, so but away from that, this Swahili Week, the 6th edition, I will, as a company, as Truly Kenya Limited, we will play our role, and I'll defer that question to my president, because we have some verticals that is better placed to technically explain, especially the Truly Kenya Digital, the Alexia, especially the Truly Kenya Digital. We can absorb a lot of people so that you earn, depending on your effort. I'll let him explain, but there's a whole path, as opposed to the past. You know, the past formal employment. We are in a transition, and that is soon coming to an end. Maybe unless you're a doctor or an engineer, but as a creative, people in the creative world, and artists, and those are the people who make the richest people in the world. Either you're an athlete, an inventor, an artist, the rest of doctors, engineers will work for those people. So there is that misnomer in Kenya, which we want to tilt. We'll tilt that story, and put art and sport and innovation up there. And Truly Kenya has all it takes to do that. Our platform, as will be explained by Moses, so we will change the narrative, and youth will be gainfully employed.
Wow.
So you don't need to be a doctor, an engineer, away from the legacy.
We are moving away from that.
And now Moses can explain further.
Wow.
But that's the general overview, the concept, according to me.
Okay, so it's 32 minutes past the top of the hour. Is it 28 minutes zingine zenye zinakuja? Tunataka tujue hii system inataka kutupatia nini, because I think I have been a system player for the longest time, because there is no way my parents sent me to get a degree alafu narudi hivi ati daddy mimi ni msanii. I am a musician. I've decided. I think our parents don't understand this thing, but you know what, we are altering our brain chemistry, sindio?
Yes,
Right here on Swahilipot Cafe. Jamani, I am giving you DJ Cabs 254 tupige shere moja tu safi, alafu turudi tuendelee kuchemsha chai udaku ibombe. Alex, back to you. I want to know, who is Truly Kenya na mbona mchague Truly Kenya?
I think my explanation will reveal that, why we chose. I will let listeners fill in for themselves. But Truly Kenya Limited is a company born out of patriotism to market multiple offerings to both Kenyans and beyond. So it's digitally driven, and with a key focus on the youth. So I think I'll end it there.
Wow. So back to you, Chisose. So let's actually speak money, yeah? We have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of our youth are actually making good money from that. You've brought Truly Kenya. Now, as I was interacting with what this app is all about and how to make money, but then Mimi Sahi, anything that I am doing, there must be money coming back. Staki kitu ingine. So the app states that 1 point equals 1 USD.
Correct.
Sindio?
Correct.
So I want to know, how do you actually maintain this value? Because I'm looking at the way the Kenyan shilling huwa ina fluctuate. So how do you actually maintain this?
So that's a good question, but essentially we go by the same value that the dollar is every single day, right? And this, if I could take a step back and just give you an idea on what Truly Kenya Digital really is, because there's a Truly Kenya Super App, right? And then there's the digital space, which we're activating now. So this is Kenya's first ethical home-driven social media platform, right? So it'll have Instagram, TikTok capability, as well as X features, where you could either do pros or, do reels, right? But essentially, the genius of this platform is the fact that consumers of content can also earn. So a lot of platforms that exist today, first of all, disrespect both creators and consumers of content. And let me explain. What makes Truly Kenya Digital different is our adverts are separate on the platform from our content, right? So creators make content. You know how YouTube and all of these legacy platforms, including Spotify, there's a freemium and premium model. So if you don't pay, and let's be honest, how many of us even have credit cards? And even if we do, how many of those cards are loaded, right? So it's always a challenge keeping up with your favorite apps because they're extractive in nature. What we decided to do was not charge for anything on the platform, right?
Interesting.
You come into the platform, you start to watch adverts, right? You start earning money in your wallet, and you can buy your favorite piece of content from your favorite creator.
So I want to know if
Right.
we are not paying for the app,
Right.
na sisi ndio the majority. Of
Correct.
course, watu wenye wanaleta adverts ndio watu kidogo.
Yes.
I'm looking at watu wameleta advert maybe ni 2 out of 100 people who are using the app.
Right.
Then where is your money coming from? Wash.
ve-
Mnatoa wapi pesa?
Hapana, it's actually very brilliant. So in that statement, umejijibu. A lot of these legacy platforms rely on adverts. Adverts run the platform, right? You come into Facebook, you get your account for free, but you're spammed with adverts that you didn't solicit for, if you noticed. You're in the middle of watching your ad on YouTube, your content on YouTube, advert inatokea now. You never searched for such an ad. So that's the first aspect. Now, what we're doing is taking the money from advertisers, especially big advertisers, and giving that back to the people who trade their time and energy to watch those adverts. Unajua mwesabikangi, wewe unaingia, una support very many brands, but what do you ever walk away with? Nothing.
Interesting.
Right? So what we're doing, as opposed to the legacy platforms like YouTube, is we're talking to these brands. We're saying, kuja, weka advert. Out of that advert, people that watch your adverts will get paid, 70% of your ad budget will go to them, right? And then 15% will go to, us as platform providers, right? And another 15% will go as a digital contribution, for example, to the government, right? And this is important because we're working on a bigger partnership with the government. Truly Kenya is still a startup. In order for this to really work, we want to target about 20 million youth across the country, right? And so that's the long and short of it. It's based on blockchain. So the beauty about it is, these other platforms, you have to have millions of followers to really earn a living out of it. In this case, the followers that you have, if you're a middle-level artist, as long as you make a connection with them, whatever price you set, you keep 70% of it. So you know what you're getting from day one.
Okay, so I think a lot of the time ndio uanze kupata pesa, you usually vetted, yeah? Like I'm looking at TikTok. For you to make good money, you must have more followers in your country than outside.
Right.
So you see, like the likes of Kina Elsa Majimbo, Kina Rono, these people are complaining about them not being verified to earn money because, wako na followers wengi. Like you have up to 1 million followers, but more than a half is from a whole other country. And you find our say how I make pesa. So I want to know, what's the vetting process for the creators on your app? Also, are you telling me the moment nimechukua hii app and the app is in my phone and I am consuming content, I have the right to earn money? Like kila mtu anapata pesa. Like this is Oprah. You get a car, everybody gets what's up with that?
1,000,000%. So I think back to your first question, if I got it right, there is no vetting process per se.
Really?
This app has been built for the common man, right? You come online, you set up your account. As long as you have 50 followers, 100 followers, whatever number of followers you have, if they're willing to support you by buying, any piece of content that you put online, you keep 70%.
Watcha.
Right. We're not focused on how many millions of followers you have, because imagine how many, for example, Terrence is a good friend, Terrence Creative. He has 1 million+ followers on Instagram. BN is a good friend. All of these big artists are good friends. But how many are going to rise to that level, right?
Very, very few.
But the truth is, in every community, there's an artist that sort of shifts that community. He may not be big on the national stage, but to his community he's big, right? He also deserves a chance to earn fairly. So this is one of the conversations we had with government, because, for example, with MCSK, how they were collecting money and redistributing it did not make sense, right? And so this is what we're really trying to address at the end of the day, that whatever sweat equity you put in as a creative, you deserve to get compensated in a predictable manner, right? So that's the long and short. Now, to your other question, as long as you come onto the platform, and it's truly kenyadigital.com for those who are listening. Go there, register, download the app, and start interacting with it. But as long as you come and you sign up to watch adverts, you get the right to earn.
You get the right to earn. Na hii pesa mnatuwekea kwa bank account ama kwa M-Pesa?
Very good
because
question.
I'm also looking at the fact that we have so many marginalized communities that do not have documentation, and I think it's one of the conversations that we were having with the whole Swahilipot Hub Foundation plan. Yeah, we plan to scale up, and 80% women ndio tunatafuta. However, there's a percentage of refugees among these women, and I got to interact with them some time back. Like our two hawana documentation, a lot of the time adi kupata M-Pesa number inakuwa ngumu. So how are you actually going to take care of these people, because everybody is consuming content on social media?
Very true. Well, that's a very good question, and now you're getting to the heart of the platform. The heart of the platform is really, we've created a new economy. The idea here is inclusivity. So we have a partnership with M-Pesa. It'll actually be ready before the end of the week, where these points go to your wallet within the platform, and then you can off-ramp it to M-Pesa. In South Africa, for example, we have a partnership with ShopRite, where people can go and just redeem those points for shopping. You can pay your bills with it, right? So all of these options are available. So when you talk about, let's use the refugees, for example, we're in an era where now with Web3, you can create very interesting digital IDs, for example, right? So as long as you have you have a account with us, or rather you set up your profile on the platform through the different partnerships we have with different off-ramp partners. That should be mobile money, or whether it's a brand that you would like to shop from, you can easily just do that seamlessly, right? Even if it's a bank account, you can set that up seamlessly just through your phone.
Okay, so I think we have so many apps on App Store, yeah?
Right.
And I think with all these apps, people are making money. Na zimekuwa famous for the longest time. I think hadi Facebook ndo ifike kwenye imefika. Nikizaliwa nilipata kama Facebook, the ideation phase ishapita.
Right.
Of course, it came after. I'm not going to say my exact age, but I'm one of those babies from after 2000s, yeah?
Right.
TikTok took a minute to grow. Na ilikuwa ina compete na kina Light, kina Vidskit. That time, Instagram ndio ilikuwa ina grow, and Instagram was our main source of entertainment back then.
Correct.
Sahi, Instagram has become a place where we apply for jobs.
Correct.
Kama sahi, my portfolio is on Instagram, lakini uko TikTok na chekeshana vibaya sana.
Right.
So I just want to know, how are you actually going to try to attract these masses? Watue Instagram and TikTok, because oh my goodness, Kenyans are very, very active on social media.
Absolutely.
Sisi ndio the haters, sisi ndio the lovers, sisi ndio tuna build na tuna shake. So how are you going to compete with these platforms?
So again, good question. Our idea is not to compete with them. They're massive. Our idea is to use these same platforms to drive traffic towards what we're doing. Now, the first thing I'd like to emphasize is that this is a Kenyan platform. It's going to take ourselves to lift ourselves up. So at the end of the day, I think I'm on all of these platforms that you've mentioned, and I enjoy them for each unique advantage that they bring. But the truth is, none of them is going to be able to have Kenyan youth earn the way we are suggesting, right? None of these platforms certainly is going to pay you to watch ads. They're not going to do that, right? So if you're looking for a side hustle in your youth and you have a plan, right, I think this is the time to get in. Ingia mapema, ndo pia benefits zenye zinakaa pia zikupate.
Walai tena.
Walai tena.
Tuanze mapema. Sisi ndio tukue co-founders.
Kabisa.
So I think every workplace usually has its challenges, of course, before we take our break. Right. And you came with a beautiful lady who actually works with you guys.
Right.
Na anasema mnakuanga so gentle and nurturing. Mnasema wewe
anakuenjoy.
Yes, wewe umefanya makosa lakini you guys are soft parenting.
Right.
So I want to know, in this kajani, I think think, Alex, you've been in the industry for the longest time, and I don't think times zenu zilikuwa as kind venye sisi our times are kind. You know, sahi if I do something really, really vile at the workplace, the first person mwenye ataniongelesha, it's not even my immediate boss, ama sijui my producer, ama someone above me. It will always be the HR, and the HR will first send me an email, you know, wananilamba, wananiambia, umefanya makosa lakini, tomorrow we are going to do different. So I want to know, what was your greatest challenge, especially with us young people? I feel like truly Kenya is going for the young people in the tech spaces. Na sisi wenye tuna consume a lot of content. So what has been your greatest challenge with working with young people, Sahi?
The greatest challenge, and I started off by saying the youth, the emerging issue globally. The greatest challenge of working with youth is they are very energetic. Yeah, they are up to speed in terms of they consume a lot of information. See what happened in our country 2 years ago and continues to happen. You cannot take them for a ride. They understand their rights. Yeah, so it's quite challenging dealing with youth, but there are best practices, HR specialists, and people like our president who interact with them day to day. They know how to handle that.
Okay, so let me just know, if you could go back, na uangalia the journey yenye umepitia, and then sasa nikuweke in my shoes as a young person right now, uanze your journey today, where would you choose, back then or right now?
I think back then,
sindio?
Yeah.
You see how easy back then it was? Exactly. Now, WhatsApp me at 0700917917, ama pia unipigie simu at 0732917917. Now, it's getting hot in here. Don't touch that dial. So, Kams, wewe usha download Truly Kenya?
Mimi ni Truly Kenya mtu wangu.
Niko
na app tayari. Bedhe daily unaingia tu pale unapata maswali zako unaulizwa. Hata vitu zingine unaulizwa yenye ujui about Kenya.
For real?
So unaansa alafu anakupea percentage.
Yeah.
So unapata uko 64% passed. Na zingine unauma nje vibaya sana
unakula
12%. Unauma nje. But ni app fiti nimeregister tunangojea more interactions juu wamesema wanangoja kutuengage, alafu ba hiyo story ya M-Pesa pia hapo tunangoja.
M-Pesa ndio unangoja.
Si hapo tunangoja.
I actually work with Kams every single day, and Kams keeps on telling me the main reason why he doesn't have a girlfriend and the reason why he refuses to walk into a relationship ni story na pesa. And since Truly Kenya is giving him money, Kams, nimekondose.
Ntawa.
Tumeanza kuwapanga.
So I think among issues zenye tunakwanga nazo ni tunaona opportunities they may come, but we don't know where to get them. So where do we get Truly Kenya?
Fantastic. You go online, type www.trulykenyadigital.com. Right?
www.trulykenyadigital.com.
Truly with one L.
So unaregister huko si ndio kwa website.
Unaingia pale chini utapata form, weka jina, weka email, weka number, hit register, download app, uko ndani. Uko ndaka.
Na ukidownload app direct.
Ukidownload app direct pia ni sawa. Use referral code TKD na uko ndakas.
TKD, so lazima uweke referral code.
Referral code ni muhimu. Juu hata wewe Kams tukianza kupiga shughuli na unilete vijana useme waingie kwa Truly Kenya, lazima ulipwe.
Ni kweli.
Juu si kazi ya bure, so tutakupea referral code yako kama DJ Kams. Ndo watu wako ni watu wako.
Si tunaanza kesho.
Kabisa.
Alafu Kams, unakumbuka back in the day tukiambia watu wa Madrid na matatua waendi mbali. This is the first guy with a tattoo on the face. On the face. Mwenye nimeona ni president of a whole company.
Hiyo story inafaongea na mwalimu wangu wa maths.
For real. Mwambie mimi na tattoo zangu tumefika wapi?
Tumuulize hapa ni wapi.
Usimuulize hapa ni wapi.
So this app, is it available on both Apple, iOS
and iOS and Android, both App Store and Google Store. So whichever the device you can come in and join us. Join the movement.
So Alex, I'd love to know. I think the youth siku hizi, the one thing that they asked for was mentorship, because I think we usually think maisha inakwanga hivi linear. By the way, I think the problem that we have is the way we were jumping from primary school unapigiwa simu unaambiwa yo, you're joining this high school. From high school unapigiwa simu tena you're joining this campus. I think we thought success is gratified or something. And so I want to know, what is your message to the youth? Because I think you've been in the industry for 23 years. You've seen it all, man. It is time for retirement. Tupatie kazi yako hata. So I want to know, what is your message to the youth today?
My message to the youth is which could be biased. Number one is believe in God. Is very important. Number two, family is very important. They should take a lot of they should take a lot of a keen interest on their health, because without health, of course, you are going nowhere. Eating habits, exercising, and all that. And most critically, they should value the environment. Yeah.
Wow. I think ameongea kama mentor, by the way. Mentor anatuamshanga 6 a.m.
zoezi kila siku.
Zoezi kila siku. You know, I tried that thing. Karibu ni faint for studio. So, back to you, Moses.
Sure.
I think when you created this thing, you had a dream. You know, the way we once had, I had a dream. So I want to know, what's your dream? Where do you want to see Truly Kenya?
Amazing question. Believe it or not, when I started thinking about Truly Kenya and all of the different solutions we have, I had no tech background. All I had was a vision. And I think, you know, sometimes we have leaders that, you know, sort of put themselves on a pedestal and make success seem hard to achieve, when in truth we all have the capability of tapping into it, right? So there's that inner voice. Unajua saa ingine kama umetulia uko tu na idea fulani, but the difference is a lot of us never act on it. So in this case, I knew that this was where I wanted us to go, and I started reaching out for partners who could make the technical aspect a reality, right? So where would I like to see Truly Kenya go? I'll give you a very short answer. I'd like Truly Kenya to be one of the vehicles that helps transform Kenya, because Kenya is a great country. We're great people. I hear it all the time. Every time I travel, I have friends from all over the world. You know, there's a warmth to us, but we are still not where our potential intends us to be. So that's my goal. That's my dream.
Nataka sahi umwongeleshe msichana tusikia. Unajua kuna wale watu wako home, kuna vijana. Umwongeleshe umwambie install your app na umwambie Kenya hiyo app itakuja kumpatia. In few words.
Kwa ule kijana kwa mtaani, this is a start of a digital revolution. Kuna wase wanapenda ball, kuna wase, let's just say sports in general. One of the partnerships we have is with a company called AI.io. Unaweza record tu ukicheza ball, ama hata msembeshte yako anaweza kurecord ukipepeta ukifanya kitu, AI ita-analyze. Iseme huyu jamaa huyu ni kama alikuwa kwa Messi huyu. Based off of that, you can get an opportunity with us, either to come to, you know, one of the soccer academies we're going to be setting up, including here in Mombasa. And from there, you can find yourself getting a scholarship. You know?
Nilikwambia nitaanza kucheza mpira. History za kucheza watu kwa relationships nimeacha. I'm going to be a footballer.
1 million ilikuinspire.
Wewe 1 million has inspired me. From the time watu walikuwa wanapatiwa na Ruto 1 million bana, mimi ikanihata, ya Truly Kenya itanipita.
But kitu moja nitaambia wase. Sai tuko na app yetu. Truly Kenya. Tunafaa tuione sasa iko ni yetu, si ndio? So wewe kama msikilizaji, wewe kama mtu ambaye uko pale mtaani umetulia pale home na wanisikiza na watusikiliza, ningeomba tu chukua hiyo simu yako. Hii app najua ichukue hata 100 MBs. Ingia pale App Store, pale Play Store, andika tu Truly Kenyan. Wewe ni Mkenya, unajua spelling ya Truly Kenyan. Ingia pale Truly Kenyan, install your app, register, alafu hii pesa ikiingia siwe peke yako, si mimi peke yangu nitaipata, tutapata sote.
Tutapata sote.
Na tutaacha kulia njaa.
Walai. So Moses, Willis anaitanga Willis kweli, Willy Paul once said mukini support manze
mtafika mbali.
Yes, energy to say mukini support manze
safi mkitu support manze, the sky is the limit.
Oh 100%. My goodness, wow. Yeah. But we are exactly 7 minutes past the top of the hour. Jamani, it is time to get on our Zoom. It is time to go back to pay I love you. It is still raining, but Swahilipot Cafe me entertain sindio. Tumechemsha chai da kwebambe. Today we got to know Moses and Alex. Yes, Alex.
Let me finish in the following fashion. And thank God for making this possible. I want to thank my team at Truly Kenya, led by Moses, for such a lovely execution. Of course, a lot of thanks to Swahilipot, led by Mentor. He's doing a great job. God bless him and the entire team. Finally, I thank the government for putting together a legislative legal framework to enable youth. In fact, in my opening remarks, I thanked the president for appointing PS Innovation, creating that for the youth. So thank you very much, and we'll speak again.
We will speak again.
Welcome back. Hii wakati hii pesa imeanza kuingia, karibu tena ukuje tugawie zenye zimeingia tayari.
After this tunaenda kusema we have friends in high places.
After this tunarudi huko PIW, tunaenda kuwasha huko. Tukiwasha tukishamaliza kuziwasha tunaambia sasa venye we have, I know, sasa mimi najua chairman, najua president wa Truly Kenya. Ni nini wasaniambia?
It will just take 19 years to get there. Lakini you will get there.
Absolutely.
I'll see you.